Hello everyone, and what is going on? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. For today's live summit event in the Crew 2 is about to be ready to go on Mercedes-Benz Addict as a manufacturer themed summon. Do you remember from 3 years ago on March 10 to the 17th in 2021? 6 events and 3 skill is also to be available to have some specific to be choosing on either by temporarily and related to Mercedes-Benz vehicle and its main brand of the team racing known as AMG. But however, I just went down to do some calculation until currently to be available on September 18th to the 25th in 2024 is about to go change up to have some 2 event updates. For the Mercedes-Benz Mercedes-AMG C63 touring car will have to be participate on Dominion Forsberg number 9 and also for the combo event for the US Speed Tour West Edition on stage number 6 at Las Vegas to the Golden Hills racetrack is about to be set to go by using Rallycross vehicle. But other 4 events still remain along with 3 skills are about to be using on Bluegrass for only Rally Raid vehicle in Salem, Escape in Roswell, and Speed Trap located on Seaside. Hope you are about to be ready because it's all about Mercedes-Benz vehicle to have a very good kind of a luxury vehicle, sports car, classic, and you name it, and also included to have a 454 vehicle to be drivable on Rally Raid vehicle. Better get ready folks. This will have to go participate for the first time ever that I have to be entered in and very momentarily to have the rerun for today's current summit event. As always, if you're new to my YouTube channel, be sure click the subscribe button, then leave a like and comment at the section down below. Check out the links on the description if you want to see more. Don't forget to click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos in the later future. Let's get ready to go and start for today's live summit event. So, summertime is over and Japanese Drive is now being cleared once again and platinum on 1,768 plays by the rank in 1,225,522 points. But the good news is, already got the drip edition on the Nissan 370Z Type C34, Made in Japan tire on the Vanity, and Honda S2000 Red Panther Edition is now going triple by the payday and 200,000 followers to go rack up and have a carryover by 867,000 currency bucks. So, be on the lookout folks. Rabbids Party of Legend is now being scheduled by coming soon as an Ubisoft crossover theme event after Uptown Wilderness on October 9th through the 16th in this month of 2024. But not to mention that we just already got the Mercedes-Benz SOS AMG Type C197 is now being listed to be on the gold record along with the exterior parts just to have some free parts after this event is about to be over soon. But good thing, Nitro Chemist will be boosted up to have some available touring card to adding up and expand it to your own disposal. So let's begin, and gonna have to take a one quick start to be entered on Salem in skill 1 at Bluegrass. We'll have to be ready up and get set to be driving on off-roading. Besides the Hummer HX concept, that we still have the Mercedes-Benz S-Class 454 is now being good to be drivable to be explored on the off-road located onto the Midwest. Gonna have to go by current summon, restricted models, and quick filters to be using on Rally Raid vehicle. But good thing I just got everything to do a nearby checkpoint just to make sure to have 2 versions on the Mazda MX-5 Miata first generation on the normal and Spearhawk Racing Edition. Alright, now just have to go equipped, use it, and drive anywhere to go 454 Mercedes-Benz experience to be embraced to have my UDRS Inspirtech to be cruising around on the Bluegrass. Got to slow down gently and keep the torque up. Hold it steady. It's all about 454 Mercedes-Benz vehicle is gonna have to take a good decent on the line. But if so, dragster vehicle might gonna have to take a lot of good speed to be using on Speed Trap in the meantime without using any kinds of Mercedes-Benz vehicle. Just temporarily for the theme summon whenever you like to use it at any time. Okay, so here comes the quick warm-up, and so close. One attempt by 21,079 points. Let's see the results and tally up before we're gonna have to take a decent Master of Experience. But consider this as 155,000 11 point earlier on session 1 and just have to go for session 2 to be doing the major attempted of the practice to go around by the salon. Got to go boost up, slide around, and keep the steering direction on the X class. We'll have to keep it together. Go boosted. Got to keep up and keep trying, but always have to be the usual way to go slow down and make that line to go check. So there you go. Pretty easy and pretty good to go update by adding up by 1,767 points to be well achieved, to be labeled, to be update on 427 points. So there you go. That should do very well. And have the speed trap after taking one switching up the parts on the rally raid vehicle if I really had to go using it for only one restricted vehicle event. Now then, let's go skill 2 and heading up to Seaside. Speed trap only, dragster vehicle will have to be settled on the main recommendation if I had to go using besides the 7th gen Corvette Stingray. Got to go reverse and get back onto the option in vehicles to be selected on restricted only to be deselect, and almost forgot one other thing to have some proper preparational to have the third skill will have to be coming up. I'll have to use the 2007 Rube CTR-3 Drag Race Edition with the UDRS Inspirtech livery, and changing up to have some vanity is now going for having a cyan blue color and underglow to be embraced it to go for a different style. Alright, just have to go amp up and tear up the smoke. Okay, the path is clear by having a crowded traffic, so I'll have to go right up ahead. Here comes the full speed nitro. Gonna have to go up and get much more tight enough to have a max speed to be marked on 360.7 miles per hour. Alright, patient time is over and racking up the result, 121,656 points. That should do very well and have a temporarily to use a different dragster vehicle that is not a Mercedes-Benz vehicle. So let's just have to go and proceed to Roswell on skill number 3, and this time touring car only as I had to be ready up and get set to be using with the Mercedes-AMG C63 touring car who had to go on the open road. That would be a very good best possibility to have some other choices between using on Alpha Grand Prix or Hypercar Discipline. But not to mention, whenever you're gonna have to take some few other street racing vehicle before using on any kinds of Mercedes-Benz cars. But the SLS AMG is very good to be having a 7-speed transmission, by the way. Very good speed and good performance along with other kinds of Mercedes-Benz vehicle to be specifically to be titled on AMG. Gonna have to take a pit stop and go back on the vehicle selection. One more thing to have a discipline to be going by country and brand, and have some settlement to be quite preparational to be set and go with Mercedes-Benz. So I have 8 cars for the collection by having a separation with 3 touring cars, 1 rally raid, and also for 4 street racing vehicle. But I'll have to start out and choose the C63 touring car. Mercedes-AMG 2016 is now being well prepared to go escape on attempt 1. Alright, touring car is now being placed up at the get-go and turn the engine on. Gonna have to go amp up the nitro and have one player to go pass through straight away on the right side of the road before having an opposite to go drive away. The main course as usual to go full sprint rather than using hypercars or Alpha Grand Prix. Watch the line and watch the traffic cars as the main objective to go complete by 50%. Semi-trucks are in the way, got to avoid it and keep a good watchful eye out on oncoming traffic. Alright, there you go. Good skill reflex. Just have to cross through and overtake by the double. Now's the time to go bring out the nitro. Alright, the coast is clear. The road is now being empty. And there's one semi coming in until the Dodge Charger is now being seen. Okay, so that could be it for the finish line, and that's 5,906 yards. Let's see the results and tally out to have a main outcome to go up by 106,075 points. Alright, that should do well, and that's enough for now for 3 skills. So, let's begin and have a proceed forward on event number 1 for the Mercedes-AMG C63 touring car. We'll be heading up to Forsberg at number 9. Black Rip Motorsport Park, 3-lap time attack, and very yet to be important to have a good single run to be preparation on warm-up for the total time in each 3-lap. Good thing that we already got the same kind of ability, so it'll have to be doing some changes as I have to be ready to go for having a time attack and get set by the debut after the Golden Hills Chamber event. So let's get ready and go for the 3-lap time attack. We'll bring out the nitro to go faster. And it's off to go dive down at the first turn by passing through the checkpoint and go braking up on turn number 2 and 3. Turn number 4 to go quicker on the left and pull out the nitro at the short straightaway to be at the 5th turn, steady on the line, and go on the right at turn number 6. A very good wide body modification is now being designed to be similar. To have a good look of a DTM touring car is quite good to be similar on the BMW M4 and Performance. But very yet to be simple to have a similar kind of a road-going version is now being converted as a fully fledged racing vehicle to be designed on touring car races. So the nitro is good to go, and bring out the hill climb, then enter the cave by passing through the checkpoint and go to the bus stop chicane. Good improved respawn, and 3rd time ever after having some good USST racing event on the cities on Seattle and Miami as a live summit event for the previous. 2nd lap, up I go and have the turn 2 and 3 to go clear and passing through on the left at turn number 4. Checkpoint clear and go improve to be on a decent faster effort that I just keep a good watchful eye on my current gap distance. 2.5 seconds. Now going in to be onward at turn number 8 through 9. Progression is going to be on the halfway mark by 50%. Just keep pushing and keep bringing out the nitro. Alright, that's a good start. Now gonna have to keep that line on the apex and going right back at the caves, we'll master the chicane on the bus stop. Slowing down to a minute and go a lapse time by 2 minutes. Here comes the final lap and gonna have to go quicker and adjust it to go quicker by the reflex. Okay, that should do a very good trick, and momentarily to have a full traction to stay in one piece, we'll have to get up and get running in to have some good line of the apex to get closer on a few corners around on Black Rip Motorsport Park. Another checkpoint clear, progression to be stopped at 83%. Got to keep racing well to stay clean and get closer to have my current ghost car is going to be a little bit more tied up the ropes. Got to be preferred to go beat a gap distance requirement to be by 3 seconds, and there it is. Alright, this is it. Exiting from the chicane and go to the final stretch of the corner. We'll have to be on the finish line, and there you go. 3 minutes, 3.788 seconds is now being checked, update, and complete, and the good news is the same kind of vanity that we just received by over 175,000 bucks. Good placement on the point in 117,135 points, and is about to be going by a combo event for race number 2 in Mercedes-Benz Addict. We'll have to go temporarily besides using any kinds of Mercedes-Benz vehicle. So it's up to event number 2 and go time attack from the USST West Edition on stage number 5, Las Vegas to Golden Hills Racetrack. it's about time to go for having a long course to be driving on the dirt, and momentarily because of Mercedes-AMG is being designed to be capable to be racing on the track just like the GT3 and touring car as well. So all had to be well decided to be chosen to have a different kind of a German vehicle is now being well selected. But if so, I'll have to go with the 2016 Porsche 911 GT3 RS RD Limited Edition is now being set at a max pro level on 230, carry out 732 brake horsepower and top speed 175 miles per hour. But don't worry, I'll have to come back soon and it'll have to take decent acceleration to go for only one temporarily on the rally rate event. Let's get set on the countdown in 3 seconds and bring out the nitro who has to be entered on the dirt. And it's up right now for the Rallycross 911 GT3. Got to go faster and bring out the nitro chemist to have enough duration to go full speed on gear number 6. The drivetrain on the RR layout is going to have to take a counter up steering rather than doing on the all-wheel drive. Checkpoint clear. Now gonna have to be arriving onto the Death Valley section in this area, going wide open, and the Rallycross will have to drive anywhere and find a good advantage to be improved on the time. But it's no ordinary jumping in, but main course and main line as ever to be said and done. Okay, here comes the checkpoint, stop at 18% and going up by 19% into 20. That's very good. Now gonna have to keep a good perform without using a drift. Checkpoint clear and going off the road. This is gonna be a lot of more extreme skill and tricky. I just really might need to have a different nitro chemist to go ventilated to have a good airborne jump. But here it goes. Touchdown and passes through the next checkpoint to get there currently. Okay, I see the road. Got to go in and make it nice and normal. %36% in the progression. Got to keep going and have the main usual strategy that you have to keep yourself prepared to go off the road to be right back in. There's no need to be back on track, I just really have to keep going forward. Here comes the highway. The 911 GT3 RS rally car has to stay together to go sideways and face the chicane. Okay, that's the ticket. Just have the halfway point position to be on the progression on 50%. Now added by 1. Another jump. Got to keep it together and keep it wide open under control. It sure does to have one combo event without using any Mercedes-Benz vehicle for having one part of the segment. But just yet temporarily, any Rallycross vehicle without using any Mercedes-Benz vehicle except the Rally Raid vehicle as well is now being well temporarily to be set by vehicle restriction. So good thing just had to keep using any kinds of German Rallycross vehicle like the 911 GT3 RS Type 991 RD Limited Edition. And there's the jump. Choose any choice of direction whenever you like to go by improve the main time. I'll have to go across through. Stay on track. Checkpoint clear. 75% progression is complete. Just 25 more until gonna have to get there to the other side of the area near at Death Valley area. Okay, I see some windmills. The landmark is about to give a one-way ticket to be arriving at the entrance in Golden Hills Racetrack. Got to hold it in. Tap out the good boost. Sideways, we'll have to follow through on the bus stop chicanes. Okay, good clear opening, and have some few other shrubs and bushes coming around onto the path. Alright, there she is. Golden Hills Racetrack. Let's take it to the tarmac and go to the final stretch at the end of the finish line. Just keep the handling up straight and beat the main time to go clear by the achieve of the time. There we go. 4 minutes, 30.527 seconds in a different kind of a special stage on World Rally Championship. But there we go. 113,302 points is now being combo event clear and moving right back onto the next event in number 3 by using any Mercedes-Benz vehicle will have to be set by street racing, rally raid, touring car, and also to have some 2-part will have to be labeled by 4 more events to go. Alright, so good thing I just really had to take a good progress on the main start as silver to be on a rank position on 25,444 points to get up onto the goal in about 93,024 points. But good thing is, 2-part of street racing discipline is about to be set and go with 2 locations that you have to be recognized with. So first up in part 1 is Central Woods West. Better be ready, and I just got the good selected with the Mercedes-Benz vehicle will have to be at the go and bring out the nitro chemists who had to be quick filters to be automatically. But remember, quick filters to be on country in Germany, and Mercedes-Benz will have to be set by recommendation. But I have a better idea if I had to keep using with the Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG Type C197 2010 is quite very good to be labeled to be selected. But also to have a max per level on 280 as usual to have a different horsepower and top speed. 980 brake horsepower and top speed 226 miles per hour. Then let's give the gold wing. We'll have to be settled on the main spotlight and get a good grid start to go driving on the open road. Okay, daytime it is, and countdown begins in 3 seconds, and here I go. Let's do this and bring out the nitro. We'll be on the head start. Okay, good cue on the train. Let's follow the chase and have that usual route just like racing from Into the Storm number 2. Okay, 10% complete. Now, left turn coming up ahead and get there to be leaving from the south and go into the west at the Mountain States. A very good kind of a Goldwing supercar is just more brilliant, good speed, and better handling to have exactly to be prior to have a Mercedes AMG GTS until in the year 2015 came out. But the SLS AMG is still remain very popular onto the 2010 to the day ever since by having a cover art from Gran Turismo 5 is very more popularity. It also has some different kind of color scheme, different version to have an AMG GTR, but it also to have the different kind of a SLS AMG to be designed in electric. But this one is the original as Type C197 is very perfectly to go challenging up onto the street racing vehicle in the Crew 1 and the Crew 2 along with Motorfest. Got to go faster up and get higher. Main time on the progression to have this segment where to go full throttle and keep it all in. Alright, let's give it a fancy style of an entrance, then passing through the checkpoint, sideways, and cue on the chicane to go quicker. But sometimes, whenever you're gonna have to take a shortcut, that's how you have to do it and give it much more quicker on improvement. Okay, get that tires to skid up and do some grip power slide. Full nitro, 15.1 seconds update. Got to get there for only a 1 arrival finish line at the bridge. Okay, there you go, by the checkpoint proceed. Keep that turn up. Update on the gap by 17.349 seconds. Just hold it in. Don't get off the road, just stay on the road. And there you go, passing one checkpoint to go, and proceed over onto the finish line at the arrival of the bridge. So sprint race is done, and total time record in 2 minutes, 52.755 seconds on the Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG. But however, I'll have to add this up onto the follow-up catch-up, and that would be a very good plan of idea for the segment, as I just really have to go proceed for the free time by tomorrow. So that brings part 1 of Street Racing Vehicle is done and complete. But pit stop will have to be changing up to have some 3 different Mercedes-Benz vehicle, and also to have 2 of them that I never used before. So I'll have to decide to go for the 2016 Mercedes AMG C63S Coupe. It's good to be on the normals per level on 174 that has a 510 brake horsepower and top speed 155 miles per hour, or the 2012 Mercedes-Benz C63 AMG Coupe Black Series. Same performance and better as ever to have a 510 brake horsepower and different top speed on 186 miles per hour. Well, I really have to decide to go for the Mercedes AMG C63S Coupe, which is very good, much more characteristic, and have a tuner brand is now being designed on sport. So let's go to Bay Area to Central Valley. Up I go, and heading up to California will have to be on part 2 in Street Race Discipline before moving up to have 2 choices on touring car or rally race vehicle will have to be set by using related to Mercedes-Benz cars. Up on the per level is now maximum on 280 for the Mercedes AMG C63S Coupe, 920 brake horsepower and top speed, 226 miles per hour to go for the semi-expert by the range of 80%. For the 2-part of the street racing event is now being original to have this one in the Bay Area by using for the Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG Type C 197 is very good to be original to go faster and make it like an expert. But however, for the rerun in Mercedes-Benz Addict, this will have to go available for all vehicles, including specific Mercedes-Benz vehicle to be having a standard and AMG cars as well. I'll have to test it out, and giving a good C63S Coupe will have to be set on the starting grid and give it more faster to be similar on the SLS AMG and Mercedes AMG GTR. So let's try it out and be ready. 3 seconds to go green, and turn up the nitro to get there by having a head start. The first checkpoint's on me, and go first place is on the roll. A very good speed and mobility to have that handling to keep a good simple in check, just like the 2015 counterpart from Gran Turismo 7. But this one in the Crew 2 as a 2016 model is now being designed to have the same kind of performance to be drivable to be listed as an FR layout. But it looks very cool, and being well designed as a foundation to have this one before converted into a touring car spec version of the race car. So I had to learn well and have some good handling of a 2-door sports car is now being designed in sport and luxury. Now I'll have to take a good look inside to the interior view after this turn to go up on the hill. Alright, much better, and gonna have to keep a good clean racing line is on the check. Oh, and by the way viewers, have you remember about the same Mercedes AMG C63S Coupe that have a dispenser cam fan art livery with Rhea in it? Good thing I just did for only one reason of the additional variation from Season 2, and also to be adding up by Season 3 in All-Stars to have a different look. Well, I still remember from All-Stars season finale that Rhea just won the season. Well, I just really did remember because Jake deserves to win and he just got robbed and won the season. But the only answer is, I just really have to go moving on forward and have some other kinds to do with racing. Now, coming in to have the next turn and just have to stop around by 43% in the progression. Always have to do some good proper open road racing and have the streets will have to go queue on the line. Once the uphill is done, now going downhill to Central Valley, off I go. That's more like it. More speed, more handling, and respond to be steered well when on the downhill. Okay, enough speed and just have to get up and proceed to the next checkpoint. Almost there. 60% in the progression as I had to keep a good check and watchful eye on the turns and corners. Nice and good straightaway to be up and forward. 75% complete. Got to keep it up and keep going. The Mercedes-AMG C63S Coupe has some good potential skills to be mastered, just like the SLS AMG Type C 197 and other AMG sports car. Now for the straightaway, by passing through the next checkpoint and have that good current route to stay on track. Almost there. Make that top speed up and go by gear number 7. This is going to be so very awesome to see that Coupe sports car is now being checked and go mark on the finish line. So there you go. 3 minutes, 39.095 seconds is now being checked, done, and clear. Okay, record set on 103,296 point is actually to be very good, and 45,000 bucks has been received. Okay folks, this will be doing an opportunity of choice for the segment if I had to go with Rally Raid or Touring Car for the penultimate. For the Mercedes-Benz S-Class, it is very good to be receivable to have this one to be participate for only one Rally Raid event to be temporarily to get this 454 pickup truck for free, as I just currently to be went down. Hang on. 454 pickup truck for free, as you are about to be entered for have this one on the Live Summit event to be temporarily as a restricted event, or the 300 SL. Okay, let's try this. 454 pickup truck is also for free to be available when you're entered on Mercedes-Benz Addict. And plus, for the touring car on the 300 SLR Alentla Coupe Type W196, going back to roots and old classic race car is still popularity from the 20th century around by the 1950s and 1960s to the day. But my decision by choice to go quick, but the Mercedes-Benz S-Class event, up I go and see how tougher it gets to go master by the 454 pickup truck, as I still have my UDRS Inspirtech livery and a max per level to go maximum and be having some vanity to be well equipped and go style in blue to be driving on off-roading in 140 carry out by 312 brake horsepower and top speed 149 miles per hour. Almost 80% on the handling level to be on a semi-expert, so I'll have to give it a good hill climb and be on the lookout with some good turns and clear opening to have some main line on the get-go. Atomic condition and nighttime, so let's get ready. 3 seconds on countdown, and here I go. So I totally got this to be ace up the course and feel the hill climbing for the 454 Mercedes-Benz pickup truck for the first time ever. Brings back memories, and I just really hope to go again. Alright, very good on the ventilated. Just have to keep a good watchful eyes on the direction as the first area checkpoint is going clear. Okay, gonna have to take that shortcut by crossing the road. Now, hill climb, up I go. Or whenever you like to drive anywhere, it's gonna have to take some good skill of a rally raid driver. %25 progression complete. Keep going up straight. Now going direction to the right. Okay, gonna have to tear it up and stay on the 4th gear. I really had to go up on gear 6. Here comes the 5th gear. good movement and go faster on the all-wheel drive torque. Okay, this is gonna get a little bit more challenging. Just watch the poles of the sign. Okay, right arrows and good on the ramp. Oh man, this is gonna be a little bit rough out there to have some trees coming in during nighttime. Tear up the blue eternal smoke. Okay, this is gonna get a little bit messy. Proceed with caution. That could be getting a little bit more challenging to avoid some trees. Okay, coming out, then area checkpoint, proceed clear. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Just keep it airborne and stay in session. Well, that was a rough start to see how 454 Rally Rig can actually to be well handled to be around by the forests of California. But I really do love the state and have some good share of memories for having a good dog and good environment. But the same as ever back from the last time when we just did this current part of the full walkthrough. Just like good old times, and always had to keep a good basic on workout. Now arriving to the finish line, and there you go. Well, can't say that could be having a little bit more time of arrival when taking too much speed. But if so, penultimate event on number 5 is now checked, received by the time in 2 minutes, 54.302 seconds by 114,391 points. Alright, so off-roading is done, and final event for number 6 for the Mercedes-Benz 300 SLR on Coupe Type W196. But going back to my roots is going to be the best title of all time, viewers. I just really had to get myself to do some more practice on a classic race car. Just have something to go off-roading extreme, and have something else to go old-fashioned on motorsport racing. But it actually does to have my very good old kind of a UDRS Inspirtec to have some changes with vanities without using the underglow. But I'll have to give it much more. Changing up to have a golden tire is very good to be vintage and well made to be style. But good thing my livery still remain the same as car number 68, old fashioned, and have some good style in a blue stripe and less decals with the UDRS logo that I just have to be ready up and get down to do some more training and possible main objective for the Live Summit event as a grand finale. So this is it, folks. Let's start the countdown and go with 3 seconds as I had to be ready to go on the main one-man category. Alright, first turn coming in and going on to the wide open left, then inside at turn 2. Well, I can't say that summertime is over, and that would be a very good time to be arriving in the fall season, ladies and gentlemen. But everybody just really had to study well before heading back to school, so it'll have to be doing some more expert to have some cars and have some more education to be doing some focusing in the first semester and second semester in next year on 2025. Now, for having a one-man category for only one same of the 300 SLR Valentla Coupe Type W196. Just like having a similar kind of a foundation roll car onto the 300 SL is practically to have a gold wing design to be spec'd and well capable to be designed in the 24 hours of Le Mans back from the late 1950s. Just give it like 1957 to see this Mercedes-Benz is now being labeled to be achieved by the first place by the podium. Just give a knowledge and have a history about Mercedes-Benz to have this one is currently to be also to have a good achieve at the moment for having a golden era of the 20th century of a classic race car. Got to stay focused in the first position and progression to go up and stop at 61%. Full nitro and give it more speed to be boosted. Okay, final lap. Got to get there and make that time to go old-fashioned and have some good vintage on nitro to stay up on the speed. So watch the turns carefully and use the apex while you can. Nice. Just stay around by 10 seconds. Almost there. Mercedes-Benz Addict is about to be done soon and gonna have to go proceed into the finish line at the podium. And that's it for now. Total time by 3 laps in 2 minutes, 24.21 seconds, and Legendary Bundle has now been received and stopping in by having a new record by 109,927 points is good, set, and rearing to go for having a perceived forward for having one follow-up catch-up until tomorrow will have to be perceived forward by the next Live Summit event in Long Haul. So folks, what do you think? It was a lot of fun out there to have some fun events with Mercedes-Benz and also to have one of them with non-Mercedes-Benz vehicle with 3 skills coming in. But if possible, but the Mercedes-Benz X-Class might be quite perfectly to go challenging up on Salam in the Midwest around in a solar panel farm is gonna have to take some heavy handling and moderate speed. But good thing, Platinum on the update to be currently on rank 3,910 place by 1,126,233 points in about 22 hours left as the manufacturer deemed summon is about to be over soon. But good thing, doing some recent changes on the Mercedes-AMG C63 touring car at Dominion Forsberg number 9 is very good to be faster, clear, and improve on the mark for having a 3 lap as ever to be said and done, just like the USB Tour Cities from Neon Battle at Miami. But better yet, and I just really did for myself for the 3rd time ever with using the same kind of a touring car spec version on a Mercedes-Benz AMG C63 touring car. Just like the real car counterpart to be well raced up on Bay Area to Central Valley to have the similar look and same form of the foundation. That will have to do one follow-up catch-up to have a best place to go for having an update to go up from 85,020 points will go anywhere by over 100,000 points. But after all, more time to do some follow-up catch-up on WIP session for my free time, and it will have to go forward to be on the long haul by September 25th through October 2nd. It's about to be coming up soon to have a long-range edition on the Chevrolet Corvette C7 CR1. Plus for the exterior parts on the Bugatti Chiron Supersport 300 Plus, live reward snipper on legendary part for the hypercar discipline, and same as ever, 200,000 followers to have a good preview look to have some 6 events. We'll have to be well prepared before at the end of the summer from here until now. But it's already passed, and that is going to be a best time to go enter on Live Stream Series Miami, Surf, and Turp. Alright, so I'll have to wrap this up before at the end of the video, but one more thing for sure, to have a good look on Uptown Wilderness is about to be coming up soon on October 9th through the 16th. Good thing, have 2 cars and 1 Nitro Vanity is about to be having a good check to see some Uptown Wilderness on the same title in Nitro for the Epic. Jeep Wrangler Pioneer Edition is now being placed remain on the Platinum, and of course, Ford Mustang GT Rallycross Edition might have to do some additional to go for a payday. But I can't wait, just have 2 Live Summit reward vehicle and current date of the progress. So the 3rd week of September is about to be done, and I'll have to wait forward until the 4th week of September and earlier in the 1st week of October. So thank you for enjoying watching the video in the Crew 2 folks. I hope you enjoyed. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, then click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos if you'd like to see. Follow me on Deepernet Art, Instagram, Twitter, GT Planet, Patreon, Discord, and more social media platforms. Plus, memberships are now open to everyone. Will join to get access for price levels a month with exclusive perks, custom emoji with my OCs, and many features to support the channel. It's the best way to help out with the super things as an extra will support and grow. I'll be seeing you guys next time on the Live Summit event in the Crew 2, and I look forward to see you again in the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean.